Alright guys, and welcome to episode 19 of this Euro 2012 DLC Expedition Mode. And like I said in the last episode, we are leaving Netherlands because I don't want to bore you to death. And we are moving into Group I, which has Spain, Czech Republic, Lithuania, Scotland and Liechtenstein. But we've got to start off with the smallest team in the group, which is Liechtenstein. And yeah, this is like, I've got like 6 games in this episode because I know you guys have been wanting me to do loads of games in episodes. So I've been doing that recently, and it's like now 11, 12 minutes long. So that doesn't deserve a like, then I don't know what will. So yeah, we'll start off, like I said, with the game against Liechtenstein, and honestly I was like, okay, you know, this will be pretty easy. Hopefully I'll be able to skip through this, get 3 or 4 goals. And I was completely incorrect because they took the lead in the 8th minute, and I was like, right, that's just their mandatory goal. Everyone gets a goal against me. It's a common well-known fact that whoever you are, you will score against me. So yeah, fortunately I was correct, because as you can see in the 25th minute, Raul Morelos got forward, turned the defence and finessed it into the far corner to make it 1-1. And yeah, I can't believe that teams score against me all the time. Even if it's Liechtenstein, it's just like, right, okay, we've conceded against Liechtenstein. I don't even know what it is, but yeah, fortunately it was just a mandatory goal, and we did manage to put ourselves in the lead in the 73rd minute, which took a bit longer than what I was expecting. I've got to be honest. I thought that it might be a bit sooner than that, but no, I was incorrect. Anyway, Swifty got the goal to put us 2-1 up. And then we move on into the 78th minute, where Raul Morelos tried to skill himself into the box. But I'm useless with skill anyway. But it didn't matter because we did end up getting a penalty. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic is usually, well, is our best penalty kick taker. But I always let Swifty take him, and he chipped it perfectly over the keeper and into the back of the net. If that was me, like, you know, if I'd have been Liechtenstein's manager, I'd have been furious that the keeper did not save that. But yeah, it did finish Liechtenstein 1, PropaneGamingHD 3, which means that we get to move on, build a road, and I think we build the road to Scotland. So that is who we'll be, yeah, we built the road to Scotland. So we'll be playing these next. And actually, these are a pretty decent team when you look at the, you know, when you look at the players like Kenny Miller, Stephen Naismith, Alan McGregor, Alan Hutton. They've got some pretty decent players. So I was quite, you know, I was quite glad to get in the lead quite early on in the 17th minute. Ibrahimovic passing it across to Swifty in the 18th minute for the goal. And I was talking to one of my friends about Ibrahimovic, and he said he's a class player on FIFA, and I don't know, there's just something, I just don't seem to, he's good, yeah, but for an 87 rated player, for me, he's just not good enough. So he's like, I say same with Rafael van der Vaart though, to be fair. I don't think Rafael van der Vaart's a good player on FIFA, and he's like rated 88 or something. So yeah, anyway, they got back in the 21st minute with the equaliser. Stephen Naismith walking through my defence, but like always, it was just a mandatory goal, because in the 28th minute, Sebastian Larsson managed to pass it into the far corner, and we were now 2-1 in the lead, back ahead, and yeah, feeling pretty decent, going, you know, seeing if we can go on a bit of a run. And then in the 50th minute, we did go for the, well, it was a sweat goal, I suppose, but I was just trying to get a fancy goal. I mean, you guys know that you get fancy goals by chip through ball and it across, and then obviously holding down LT and raping the shoot button, and that is what I was trying to do. It was only a header though, so it was quite disappointing. And then in the 62nd minute, they got what seemed to be one of them shitty penalties. Miguel Lopez seemed to win the ball cleanly, and yeah, I was just like, what? So yeah, they did end up scoring it. Kenny Miller put it into the back of the net to make it 3-2. At this point, and I was like, right, okay, just gonna be a little bit careful that we don't concede another goal. Unfortunately, we did manage to restore our 2-goal cushion when Swifty got the ball, cut inside 2 defenders, and placed it into the far corner in the 76th minute to make it 4-2. So yeah, pretty action-packed game that. You know, we've got 6 goals, which is quite surprising. Although when your defence is as rubbish as mine, you are going to see quite a few goals. So yeah, it did finish Scotland 2, Propane Gaming HD 4, and we now move on to, I think it's Lithuania, because it kind of goes in a circle, which is really handy for me. So yeah, we get to play Lithuania now, and you know, because rather than playing Liechtenstein beating them, playing Liechtenstein beating them, and then playing Liechtenstein again and beating them, like, look, I've completed Liechtenstein. I wanted to, you know, mix it up, make it interesting for you guys. So yeah, as you can see in the 9th minute, we got a goal with Swifty, and he just finessed it into the far corner. And yeah, I was like, okay, on a pretty decent run, like I was saying, and picked up a penalty in the 40th minute. I think that was Yannick Dijalio just got taken out. It might have been Matadudi, I'm not really sure, but like I said, I'm not in Swift to take all my penalties, so he stepped up to take the penalty, and he, you know, I thought about chipping it, but I thought I always chip it, so eventually the keeper will save it. So I did go for the right hand side, but the keeper managed to get it, and I was like a bit disappointed. So we'll move on to the 88th minute, which was the next and only bit of action, and it was just me running through on goal and hitting the bar. So it was a pretty boring game, that, to be fair. I mean, I know I said that when you play against me, there's bound to be goals, and then obviously I only get a 1-0. It's a bit hypocritical, but there you go. We didn't concede, which is only a first, and then we came up against Liechtenstein for the second time, and I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. And yeah, this was so frustrating. I mean, I took the lead in the 17th minute with Yannick Dejalio. I managed to just walk through the defence basically, and I finessed it into the far corner, as you will see the replay in just a second. Here it comes. I mean, I don't know, after the game, right, I was like, how did I score that goal? Because, as you can see, they broke through in the 30th minute, and here I blinked for a second. Literally, my defender stopped because I blinked, and I thought I'd won the ball. I hadn't, and he ran through on goal and put it into the back of the net. That Flenick, or however you pronounce it, he scored against me in the first game. And yeah, I was thinking, okay, it's alright, it's just a mandatory goal, but it wasn't. It was a genuine equaliser, because for the rest of the game I couldn't get the ball, and then when I did get the ball, I just lost it straight away upfield, and I was like, what is going on? Just could not do anything. You know, one of them games where it's just not going right for you, and you're trying as hard as you possibly can with the controller, and it's just not happening at all. So yeah, we did end up finishing in full time in extra time. 1-1, and as you can see, you know, I didn't even have that many shots really for 120 minutes, only 6 on target. So we step up into the penalty shootout, and if Swifty missed, we lost to Liechtenstein. So I was determined not to lose, and yeah, he managed to fire it into the top corner, and we were now, you know, we were safe, but Liechtenstein scored, so that put the pressure on Juhas. He had to score to keep us in it. He managed to score to keep us in it. I was really feeling the pressure, because Felipe Mexes then stepped up, and he had to score to keep us in it. Fortunately, he did score to keep us in it, and then next time we stepped up, my keeper had saved their penalty, and that meant Safari only had to score to win the game for us. Fortunately, he managed to win the game, and I was like, thank God for that. So yeah, we did manage to beat Liechtenstein on penalty shootouts, but that sounds so pussy, doesn't it? We managed to beat Liechtenstein on penalty shootouts. I couldn't believe it. I was raging at this point. So yeah, we did go and play Scotland after this, and I did play them. I played them like quite early, but I played them, and this wasn't the game that I actually played, if that makes sense. I did have to turn the Xbox off, because obviously, fortunately, I was losing. I was losing in the first half. I think it was 1-0, and yeah, I just had to go out. I completely cocked up the time. So anyway, I don't know why I told you that bit, but yeah, as you can see, we came out in the first half and managed to get a goal in the 9th minute. Swifty with the finesse into the top corner, and then we broke through on goal with Yannick Dejalio, turned inside the defence and managed to put it into the back of the net. And it, you know, 18 minutes later, 18 minutes in, we were now 2-0 up. I'm feeling pretty good about beating Scotland, and I was like, oh, it's better, because at least, you know, we're not drawing 1-1 against like Liechtenstein. I still can't believe we drew 1-1 against Liechtenstein. I mean, what, you know, you're a bad FIFA player when you've got Zlatan Ibrahimovic and you're pro up front and you still can't beat Liechtenstein. So yeah, came out in the second half and managed to get a nice volley with Matitudi in the 54th minute, and that put us 3-0 up. And you know, genuinely at this point, I thought we were pretty plain sailing. I thought we were doing okay, and as you can see, I went for the chip through ball, trying to get them nice goals, and yeah, they managed to break through on goal. James McFadden, the substitute, came on and fired it into their far corner to make it 3-1. And at that point, I was like, mandatory goal, you know, that was going through my head, mandatory goal. But in the 90th minute, they managed to break forward again. Kenny Miller gave the ball to Barry Bannan. Barry Bannan gave it back to Kenny Miller, and Kenny Miller made it 3-2. I was like, oh, come on. I know my defence is rubbish, but that was just terrible. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, it was just, my defence was nowhere to be found. There were defenders standing next to each other. There was no one marking anybody, and fortunately we managed to survive, and we did beat them 3-2, which makes it, I think that's 5 games played and 5 games won if you include, you know, if you say that we won because we beat Liechtenstein on the penalty shootout, which means that this is the last game of the episode against Lithuania. And in the 39th minute, we got a chance. It was Raul Morelos going for the nice, like, kind of volley type shot. I don't really know how to describe that, and he hit the post, and that was the end of the first half. And I had 11 shots, 5 on target. I just could not beat the keeper. I was like, no, don't you dare do this to me again, FIFA. I hated that when I was like against Sweden and Netherlands and just couldn't beat them. Fortunately, in the second half, we managed to come out. Sebastian Larsson cut inside 2 defenders, killed it onto the post and into the back of the net. So 73 minutes gone, I was relieved. I was like, oh, we can breathe, you know, we've got the goal, we're 1-0 up, hopefully we can keep it like that. But no, no, they managed to get an equaliser, didn't they, in the 82nd minute. I was annoyed with this equaliser because what my keeper was doing, standing and watching the ball be put into the back of the net, I don't know. As you see the replay here, you just watch as my keeper just stands there and just watches the ball go into the back of the net. This is why I desperately want a new keeper, whether it's Craig Gordon, Pepe Reina if I finally beat Spain, who are in this group, or Mark Stekelenburg when I go back to the... I don't care, I could just do with a first team keeper. Fortunately, we managed to get a goal in the 85th minute. Djibril Cissé, who I brought on for Ibrahimovic because he was annoying me so much, assisted it to Sebastian Larsson to get his second of the game, and then in the 90th minute, Djibril Cissé got a goal himself, and yeah, I'm considering starting him now instead of Ibrahimovic. That sounds so stupid because obviously, like, it's totally worse rated, but I don't know, there's just something about Ibrahimovic that I just doesn't really work for me. So yeah, we did manage to beat Lithuania 3-1, which means we have won all 6 games of this episode, which is a massive relief. And yeah, I've not shown you the mosaic in a while, so here is the mosaic. As you can see, it says you have now collected 58 out of 180 mosaic pieces, which means we've still got a long way to go, which is why I'm trying to, you know, do these weekly updates, so that obviously, weekly updates, I mean like doing a video each day every week. I've completely screwed that up. You know what I mean, guys. Doing a video on this for the next 7 days is what I'm trying to say, you know, because I'm trying to get through it. So as you can see, we've got Czech Republic and Spain still to play, and then we've got Lithuania, Scotland and Liechtenstein still to beat. So hopefully I can complete this group in the next 2 episodes. I would like to play Czech Republic. I would like to beat Czech Republic 3 times and complete Lithuania and Scotland and Liechtenstein as well in the next episode. Then I will try and conquer Spain and Netherlands all in 1 episode. If I do that, that will be the greatest achievement I've ever done on FIFA 12, on any FIFAs actually, because that would be pretty good, beating Spain and Netherlands 3 times in the same episode. So yeah, as always guys, thank you so much for your support. It's really, really appreciated. Don't forget to hit that like button, because we are really, you know, I feel like we might be able to storm our way through this expedition mode now and really get some game wins under our belt. And obviously I'm looking to get 6 games episodes out because I know that's what you enjoy. So yeah, thank you so much for watching guys. I won't make this any longer. See you later. Peace out.